Unity for change, ending Garrison politics and crime in Jamaica. Who think about that? Hey everyone, it is Skywalker again. Welcome to my channel, my great Jamaican family. I want to talk to you about the most difficult problem to solve in Jamaica at this time. It is hard because it is embedded and deviant beings find success in it. I am talking about crime, which spring forth because of politically engineered gangster cultures. Recently, what was discovered at the municipality office by Mocha drove home the point once more that we need to act and we must act now. Moreover, we must act against the politicians that are holding us under siege for personal gains. Let us wake up from slumber and smell the coffee right now. We have no choice, so we must do it. It is a matter of utmost importance to our nation to attack the pervasive issue of garrison politics and its detrimental impact on our society. It is time for us to confront this challenge head on and work together to build a safer, more just Jamaica. There is no way that any political person can decline anymore and still be allowed to sit in any public chair. Seaga tried to start the conversation and garner support to do this very thing. But the evil was not only endemic among gangsters. Jamaica has its share of cold hearted and demonic people in our public offices. We need to stop tolerating this. No matter how Prime Minister Andrew Holness will push in any bid to solve crime problems, without the PNP politicians that are determined to keep those links to gangs for garrison favors and otherwise coming clean and working together, we will get nowhere. So basically, the politicians are protecting the criminals. Even as we speak, it seems like the PNP led municipality was funding a complete gang branded as PNP with lethal effect. Hmm? Seaga tried and they refused his proposals. It is time for Jamaica. It is time for Jamaica to rise up against this tyranny, to snuff out the unlawfulness once and for all, so that the population of our beloved land will prosper. My people, we have no choice, so we must do it. We have no choice, so we must do it. The situation is so bad that even after I finish speaking these unquestionable truths, some comrade will come here telling obvious lies for no other reason than to turn propaganda into the rhetoric, as Mark Golding showed them to do. But Mark Golding is the author of the book of He Lie. Because he lies. He really, really, really lies. He lies. Which is not going to help our precious country. They are more concerned with spinning propaganda than they are about this country. And even for comrades, they care about spinning PNP rhetoric. And no, it's not PNP's rhetoric, it's Mark Golding's rhetoric. They care about spinning Mark Golding's Rise United rhetoric than they care about their own children. I am sorry for saying this, comrades, but it's true. Look at the evidence, it's clear. You care about Mark Golding than you care about your own little children who were not born in England. But does he, Mark Golding, care about you or your children? Or does he care about the destruction of Jamaica by criminality? Britain is where he has his allegiance and not over here. You do know that, right? You know that, although you are pretending. We all know that. For far too long, garrison politics has fueled a culture where politicians work with gangs, facilitating their activities and putting our people under siege. The toxic relationship has allowed gangs to extort, intimidate, and influence the outcome of elections, undermining the very foundation of our democracy. It is full time now to characterize the situation. We have no choice, so we must do it. Huh? We have no choice, so we must do it. Edward Seaga, a prominent leader, recognized the need to tackle this issue and proposed collaboration with the People's National Party. Unfortunately, as expected, the PNP's refusal to cooperate at that time, driven by the perceived benefits of maintaining the status quo, has only perpetuated the problem. This refusal has allowed the gang culture to persist, creating an environment where criminal activities are tolerated or even encouraged. And because the PNP is already close to these criminal crime control is one of their favorite talking points as they are in a position of favor for favor. They can turn it up or turn it down, and they can turn it up for a talking point against Andrew Holness. This is not good. And the same people who are dying are the same ones jumping up and shouting for Marky G and talking about it's not safe to send their children to school. Huh? Worthless behavior. Today, we have an opportunity to change course. We must come together, regardless of political affiliation. I don't want to hear anybody talking about Marky G and Conrad. We have to come together, regardless of political affiliation, to dismantle the gang culture that has plagued our nation for far too long. This will require a multifaceted approach addressing the root causes of crime and corruption. And we see where the root is. It's not like we are under a guess or something. We don't have to guess. We see it. We see where the root is, and we know who are paying them and how they are being paid. Mocha has even opened up a greater clarity to our minds. These are not far-fetched or propaganda like what Mark Golding does. These are facts, straightforward facts, no matter how someone try to spin them. These are the facts that cannot be spun. They have to remain what it is. Truth has no regard for sentiments, right? It matters not how you will feel about it. It remains unquestionable, right? You may not like to agree with it, but it remains unquestionable. That's the power of truth. First and foremost, we need strong political will. Jamaican leaders must demonstrate a genuine commitment to breaking ties with gangs and addressing corruption within their ranks. This includes enacting and enforcing laws that penalize collusion with criminal elements. Political leaders that collude with criminal elements should receive the highest punishment in the courts, right? How many years did Vice Cartel spend in prison? Any political leader who collude with criminal in any way, shape, or form must get triple times that. Politicians must start being held accountable. The PNP must start becoming willing to cooperate and give up on this notion that they can turn up and turn down crime at will for political advantages. We must stop this malevolent way just because people are selfish. They have their own idea of what life is supposed to be, and it's a demonic way, and they intend to push it against us for their own personal gain. Well, we as a people see in our minds a better Jamaica than what some of these politicians believe in. And we see a Jamaica with a leveler playing field. So we need to get rid of some of these politicians. As a matter of fact, Mark Golding, Dayton Campbell, and Peter Bunting should be gone yesterday. They shouldn't be in our politics. And this is not saying that the PNP must go, but the PNP should get rid of these people. We have no choice, so we must do it. We have no choice. Our politics, our politics will be the problem of our country. Community engagement is crucial. We must empower our communities to resist gang influence and provide them with the resources and support needed to create safe and thriving neighborhoods. This can involve community policing, social programs, and economic opportunities. In these areas, the governments from all parties have never done near enough. This is the unfortunate truth. The citizens are always disarmed and left like sitting ducks. I said the citizens are always disarmed and left like sitting ducks and afforded no way of protecting themselves than to call the police, who have a policy to not even turn up anyway. We must smell the coffee and work only with the truth. Work only with the truth, right? We have to work only with the truth because there is no room for compromise. And if we continue imagine things and seeing the evilest people as good, it will not work. I mean, spouting party politics, propaganda, and stuff like that when the real crappy is evil as hell. I mean, it won't work. When I talk about things that are obvious that your people are doing, I don't want you to say anything because that can't solve the problem, and the problem is affecting us. Education and awareness must be key components of any strategy to combat garrison politics. We must raise awareness about the dangers of garrison politics and educate the public on their rights and the importance of free and fair elections. By doing so, we can reduce the influence of gangs on the political process. I implore the Prime Minister to start to bombard the airwaves with educational stuff about this. Start educational outreach programs simultaneous with this no nonsense, intolerant approach against the one thing that's keeping us from our ultimate goal. The most serious threat must no longer be treated as a side order. Neither should politicians that involve themselves with gangs and gangsters be any longer treated like untouchables. And someone should personally deliver the memo to Mark Golding, the leader of the PNP, or what's left of it. We have no choice, so we must do it. We have to become a better country. We have to. We want what other people have. We need to invest in educational programs that focus on civic education and the importance of democratic values. These programs should be implemented in schools, community centers, and through media campaigns to reach a wide audience. Additionally, We must empower our citizens with the knowledge and tools to make informed decisions and resist coercion from criminal elements. We must use the influences of the security force in every possible way to turn the pressure from the victim and onto the villain. With political will, it can be done. There are no excuses. The lives of the people of Jamaica must be way more important than our governments have been treating it. Strengthening our law enforcement agencies is essential to combating gang activities and reducing crime. We must ensure that our police force has the tools, training, and support needed to effectively tackle gang related crimes. This includes addressing corruption within the police force itself and fostering trust between law enforcement and the community. Moreover, nothing in fancy footworks can fight against a gangster culture. No. So stop the fancy footworks. The only way is the path that leads to direct face to face with them and the state enforcers. It has to be more direct than it is now, talking about intelligence and crap. The intelligence is already there. It's obvious. We know the what, the where, and the how. It matters not what it takes to become direct, but just become direct. The fact is that it must be direct, and superficial red tapes and fancy footworks about intelligence must be removed. Then and only then will the issue be resolved for good. People have to know that you are not joking. You are serious about what you say. It's just like in a household. The father has to be direct with the son who threatens to go astray. You cannot have some talking about going around in circles about fancy footwork. It's almost like you don't have the will to stop it. We have no choice, so we must do it, I say. We must do it. We have no choice, right? By implementing community policing initiatives, we can improve the relationship between the police and the neighborhoods they serve. Yes, we talk about this every day, all day. So but in fact, it is not even. I don't let me not even go there. This approach encourages collaboration and mutual respect, making it easier to gather intelligence and prevent criminal activities. Sometimes the question is not about intelligence when it comes to dealing with gangsters, I say. The question is not just about intelligence when it comes to dealing with gangsters who are brazen and entitled and obvious. The word obvious sometimes diminish the need for intelligence. The problem is simply about dealing with the situation. Additionally, we must invest in modern technology and equipment to enhance the capabilities of our law enforcement agencies. Economic development. Economic development plays a crucial role in reducing the appeal of gang activities by providing alternative economic opportunities for individuals who might otherwise be drawn into gang life. We can help create a more stable and prosperous society. This includes job creation, vocational training, and support for small businesses. And as I always love to talk about the little laws, if there is not a Jamaica that has no tolerance for breaching little laws, everything we try will be counterproductive because the breach of little laws is a huge part of why we have gangsters. And if our our educated leaders can't see that, then we don't have hope. Investing in sectors such as tourism, construction, and business process outsourcing can drive economic growth and create employment opportunities. Additionally, we must focus on improving productivity and skill levels within the workforce. Expanding vocational and technical education programs, encouraging lifelong learning, and promoting a culture of continuous improvement are essential steps in this direction. So let's do it then. Let's do it. Public private partnerships can also play a vital role in workforce development. By collaborating with private sector companies, we can develop training programs tailored to industry needs and create more opportunities for apprenticeships and internships. As we work to dismantle the gang culture, we must also address the broader challenges facing our nation. Jamaica has made significant progress in recent years with steady economic growth, a reduction in public debt, and improving employment rates. However, we still face hurdles such as low productivity, skills gaps, and social inequities. To enhance productivity and skill levels, we need to focus on education and training, investing in technology, and fostering a culture of continuous improvement. Expanding vocational and technical education programs, encouraging lifelong learning, and promoting a productivity mindset are essential steps in this direction, and we have no choice. So we must do it. We have no choice. We have no choice. We must do it. As we navigate these challenges, it is essential that we remain united in our efforts to create a safer and more prosperous Jamaica. We must prioritize the well being of the nation over party interests and work together to dismantle the gang culture that has plagued our society. We have no choice, so we must do it. To achieve this, we need strong political will, community engagement, education, and awareness. We must strengthen our law enforcement agencies, promote economic development, and address broader societal challenges. By doing so, we can create an environment where criminal activities are not tolerated and all Jamaicans have the opportunity to thrive. Our nation has been resilient and determined in the face of adversity. With continued efforts and collective action, we can overcome these challenges and build a brighter future for all Jamaicans. It is time for us to take a stand, to break the cycle of garrison politics, and to create a society where justice, fairness, and prosperity prevails. Let us not be swayed by those who seek to divide us with their unfounded claims and baseless accusations. Instead, let us come together as a nation, united in our resolve to build a better future for all Jamaicans. We must focus on the real issues that matter: education, healthcare, economic growth, and social justice. We have no choice. Let's do it then, my people. Together, we can overcome these challenges and create a brighter future for our beloved country. Our nation has shown resilience and determination in the face of adversity. With continued efforts and collective action, we can break the cycle of garrison politics and create a society where justice, fairness, and prosperity prevail. We can do it. Let's go ahead and do it. The stakes are way too high to pass up on this opportunity. Think on these things, my people. Peace out.